and this is Sea Life. Okay, this bed project starts with this racer 4x4 platform that will lower 8 foot from the ceiling, as far as 8 foot from the ceiling. So it's actually a ceiling storage lift that is rated at 250 pounds. I need to figure out the metal frame that will be the lift that lifts the bed up.
Well, this is actually going to be the part that holds the mattress that we're going to add. Just kind of put some wheels on the headboard portion, but we have to actually extend the bed out so that it touches the other part of the wall. Because it's actually 95 inches from the head, or in that hole.
In the space we're putting it?
Yeah, and then the bed's only 74. The wall isn't quite all the way out. There's a part that goes towards the window. So I'm going to come in here about 50 inches. At 50 inches, that's going to be where I have another piece coming out to actually hit the wall, so that it rolls along the wall. Both sides will roll on the wall. And I think we'll get it. I think we're doing pretty good, actually.
So we're putting everything we can put together in our garage because Jacob's little house is already being used and he's got a lot of stuff. So that's how that's going today. And we're just using some old metal bed frames that we have been given to us, as well as this racer lift kit, and we're playing it by ear pretty much until this project is going to take some welding. So Daniel's going to be using his grinders and metal, a lot of metal work to this.
So here's one that I cleaned up, or I was about how they started.
What are they?
They're brackets to hold these wheels. So how these go is you mount that, and you just take this and you just slide it up in there.
All right.
And it holds it there.
Okay. That's cool. So we're going to use these big wide wheels.
Yeah, because they're a little longer and they'll get past those sconces that are already on the wall.
Those big wide wheels, and their brackets are a little longer, and that will guide them past the sconces that are down in Jacob's little living room area. So we're going to mount them on the sides, on the bed side. So we're just making the bars to go across and hold the little panels into place. And he's using, let me show you how to install.
Get off!
Yep, that's how the first panel's gonna go.
Welcome back to our channel. This is day 2. We're probably going to combine day 1 and day 2 together. So I'm going to weld this up, this bed frame. I got it laying out here. I got to square it up first. I'll tack it in the 4 corners. Then we'll start welding it. And I got to put in here, I need to put 4. So there's a total of 6 bars that I got to weld on there. Then on this side, it needs to extend out right here. I also have to add the wheels. So the brackets for the wheels got to go on there and all that. So this is going to be fun.
All right, so Daniel's checking for square, or yeah, checking for square, checking the corners to make sure they're square. Looks like he's clamping them in. Square.
Lean up against that corner right there.
Okay.
Do it again.
He's just checking the corners out right now. And on goes the welding helmet. And he's going to get his little welding unit up. It looks like. Got a ground one. Put the ground on something. Metal. Now I can't be standing this close when he does that.
You can't watch.
Can't really watch. So I'll try to get some action.
I'm just going to tack it up real quick.
Okay, I'm going to just sit in this chair over here, I think. He says he's just going to tack it up.
Okay.
This is his first weld today. Oh, it is so bright. And look at it. I just asked Daniel, I said, how long does a weld take to set up? And he said, instantaneously, you're just melting the metals together. So as long, you know, once it cools, it's done. Well, you just don't handle it. So, and he's got some little screws in there holding the corners.
Oh, that just broke. Must not have had a good. Huh. I suck at this. I'm still learning this, by the way.
Yep, Daniel is still learning how to make good welds. We may have to watch more YouTube, hon. Eh. Right, he's just putting the last weld on the corners. This project's going to take a lot of welding, I think. This is just MIG welding, though, I believe. This is just MIG welding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Nope.
opposite side of this floor because this is going to hold my stuff straight.
Yep, this frame is going to hold everything straight. We're hoping. Anyway. So now he's preparing to clean up his weld. And he's going to do this with this grinder. Before they were kind of, rough. And then it's like sanding them down when you grind them. So that, over here I'll show you one that's done. That one's been cleaned up. Okay, that's all 4 corners welded and cleaned up. They look a little bit better once they're cleaned up.
It's still not perfect, but you know what?
Daniel says it's not perfect, but you know what? It'll work.
What we'll do is, before we paint it, I'll clean it up a little bit better. And the part that you're going to see will look halfway decent, I hope. Like I said, I'm not really great at welding. I do it and pray that it stays. Most of the time it stays. I usually get it that good.
Yeah. So we're double checking square by taking the measurement from one corner to the other, 90. And from the opposite corner to the other, 90. It is square. Hallelujah.
Alright, I got about as far along as I can get for tonight because it's starting to get dark, as you can see. But I got these welded on. I figured out how I'm doing the rest of it. I'm actually going to cut this off, and it'll actually do one piece across here because I need another 2. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to see how it's got that little space right there. I'm going to take that space, and I'm actually going to set it right over top of that, and then I'm going to weld it on so that I should have a lot more strength. And this is going to be part of the lifting, so it should be pretty good. But we'll have one about here, and then one somewhere right about in here. I got to figure it out yet, but it should go right about there, and about the same length, same thing. The wheel that goes up against the wall is going to be the one that came off from this bed. So we'll weld this onto the end right here. So we weld it on there, something like that. So that'll be that wheel. This will go up against the wall to help guide, or to help the bed from just rocking back and forth and scraping up the walls and stuff. That's all that'll be for. I already got that wheel on, so I could determine how long this actually needed to be right out here, because the overall length is 95. We should be right at about that, and it doesn't matter. I'm hoping to have just a slight bit of slop so that it's not super tight, but so it'll move up and down on the wall fairly simply, and then we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe, and then hit the bell so you get notifications. And we really appreciate you watching our videos. God bless, and have a blessed day.